Hello everyone. So today I'll discuss a very basic topic of international economics, that is absolute advantage theory, which is given by Adam Smith. Adam Smith is known as the father of economics, and Adam Smith built a foundation for the classical theory of international trade. According to him, international trade is based on the principle of absolute advantage. Now, Adam Smith said that exchange of goods will take place if each of the two countries can produce a commodity at an absolute lower production cost than the other country. That is, one country will export a product only if its production cost is lower than the another commodity. Coming to the assumptions, the first assumption is labor is the only factor of production. The second assumption is labor is perfectly mobile within the country and immobile between the countries. That is, a labor of Assam can move to another place like West Bengal, but a labor of India cannot move to another country like USA. The third is there is no government intervention, and we term it as laissez-faire. The fourth assumption is there is constant returns to scale. Constant returns to scale means when output increases by the same proportion as the input changes. The fifth assumption is there is perfect competition in both product and factor market. Now let us recall the characteristics of perfect competition. In perfect competition, there are large number of buyers and sellers. Then there is free entry and exit of firms. Then firms sell homogeneous products, that is identical products, and firms are price takers. Now, what is the difference between product and factor market? The difference is labor and capital are part of factor markets and product markets are markets for goods. The sixth assumption is transport costs are absent. Seventh is technology, taste and preferences are constant. And the eighth assumption is this theory assumes two countries and two commodities. Now coming to our first example, see there are two countries 1 and 2 and there are two commodities A and B which measure absolute differences in production cost. Now say country 1 is producing commodity A at a production cost of 20 and country 2 is producing commodity A at production cost of 30. Now compare 20 and 30, which is smaller? 20. So country 1 is having absolute advantage in producing commodity A. Now see commodity B. So country 1 is producing commodity B at production cost of 30 and country 2 is producing commodity B at production cost of 20. So compare 30 and 20, which is smaller? 20. So country 2 is having an absolute advantage in producing commodity B. See, I repeat, country 1 is having an absolute advantage in producing A because 20 is less than 30, and in absolute advantage theory we have to keep two things in mind, that is cost minimization and output maximization. Okay, now see country 2. Country 2 is producing commodity B at an absolute advantage of 20. That is production cost 20 is less than production cost 30. So country 1 has absolute advantage in producing commodity A and country 2 has absolute advantage in producing commodity B. Now see, this is our second example. Here there are two countries X and Y and there are two commodities cloth and wheat where per unit cost is measured in terms of labor hours. Now see country X. The per unit cost in labor hours of country X is 50 and the per unit cost in labor hours of producing cloth of country Y is 100. Now which is smaller? 50. So country X has absolute advantage in producing cloth. Similarly, come to wheat. The per unit cost in labor hours of producing wheat by country X is 60 and the per unit cost in labor hours in producing wheat by country Y is 130. So which is smaller? 60. So what we find? Country X is having an absolute advantage in producing both cloth and wheat. So I hope you have understood the concept of absolute advantage theory. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe my channel.